Last time we did some fun stuff. T3 found a secret hollow recording of our trial before the Jedi Council. He also discovered that Atris had tracked the supposed whereabouts of other Jedi scattered through the galaxy. According to her files, Master Varuk traveled to Dantooine, Master Vash went to Korriban, Master Zez-Kai-El went to Nar Shaddaa, and Master Kava went to Onderon. There is no telling if any of them are still alive, but there is a chance they know why you were exiled and know more of this Sith threat that pursues you. If you can gather them all, maybe you can kill them, or convince them to gather on Dantooine. Beador's offered to help us construct a new lightsaber. You have found a fixture for the energy cell, but still need an emitter and a lens fixture. After the lightsaber is built, I will be able to enhance it with upgrades, but lightsaber upgrade items cannot be used in the original creation. We've installed another part of HK-47. We have installed the chassis. All that remains is the processor. At least the sparks have stopped. And Lieutenant Dulgren of the Telos Security Force has told us about precarious fuel situation for Citadel Station. Following the destruction of Paragus mining facility, if a new source of fuel could be found, we would definitely be interested. We were able to talk to the party a bit, got some bearings, it was nice. We're going to continue talking to them because we didn't talk to everybody just yet. Translation, I gotta go talk to Kreia for a bit.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
There's enough suffering in the galaxy. If I can alleviate for one person, then I have made a difference. That, my friends, is a tenet of the philosophy of Tikkun Ulam, or in Hebrew, to repair the world.
Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
I fail to see how small acts of mercy can be harmful.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
Kreia is really trying to pull you towards the dark without overtly doing so, and it's very clear that she's like, hey, if you're going to help people, fine, but don't do it because of empathy. Do it because you get experience points. I do not turn on my allies like the Jedi turned on their own during the wars. No. I would never abandon my friends in such a way.
So you may think. But it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you.
There's that isolationist thing.
Do you know why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested. It is only through interaction, through decision and choice, through confrontation, physical or mental, that the Force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties, greater ones are born.
He's really doing that whole, like, hey, you don't need them, you only need me. It's not good.
Ask, and I will answer.
Let's see, did you know Atris at all?
I know her as much as I know any Jedi.
Not yet.
If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own.
Fair enough, I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Do you know anything about the Sith who pursue us?
Nothing more than we already know.
Damn.
And anything else I know would be useless. There is danger in such knowledge, even if I was certain of the ones who hunt you. Ask, and I will answer.
What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be a way to heal your sight, though.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
Any other questions?
Ask, and I will answer.
Freya, what are you? Are you Jedi or Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Okay, then what were you?
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
I still wish to hear the story.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best.
I remember as a kid, this scene was so cool to me. Didn't understand it, but I loved it.
My will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force.
I need more than that, Kreia.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
Alright, I'll be going now then. We did lose things with her, though, because we were light-sided. We're going to get some influence back at some point, but, you know, we got to learn some lore, which is cool. Can I get anything out of Beador? I don't know if we can.
General, need something?
You don't have to keep calling me General.
Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of the past.
I was just wondering what you've been doing since the war ended.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Bet you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
It's good to have you around again, though.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Where'd you pick up the remote?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
Okay, what are you currently doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Alright. Fun fact, the answer to that question is, T3 did all the repairs. We've already talked to T3, we can go talk to Atten for a bit before we leave.
You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
Oh yeah? I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there.
I had some questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Never mind, because nothing to talk about. Okay. So, let's see. What's this one? The med bay. Is there anything in the med bay? I don't think there is. So I think we did everything during the tutorial. Oh, there's a lab station. Oh, well, that's good to know. So workbench in the garage. Lab bench in the med bay. Awesome. Alright, let's take off and bail. First thing we're going to do is Shaddaa. So the order we're going in is Shaddaa, then we'll head to Duxon, or Onderon and Duxon. Don't worry, Shaddaa's going to be a while, so we'll be there for a bit. Punch it.
Well, here we are. The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal-Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What's Nal-Hutta?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal-Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, We're not gonna go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
You sound like you've been there before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
Alright, so what's the refugee sector?
Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
We did those. There's a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah. Some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
Did I already ask about the refugee one? I think I did. No.
Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
Let's see. How hard would it be to hide here?
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
Alright, let's take the Ebon Hawk in for landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
He says that, but... I kind of love the design of that ship. It's a weird yacht, but I definitely like the design.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendu momopa ramakawa na abawasi. Yukroren man mapusiti nolara.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa na red atamakcha.
Taranamosibu indasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Bomababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu esfrecto natada be mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me borokra.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku.
All the bounty hunters are fucking just a joke. Like, so much of a joke. I don't get how they got this far.
Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamakcha. Dahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwentaba ni sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratakmansan, dokosha na chitolo.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Gole rosodish. Ranta kras mobas.
That's a good tactic, though. You can't touch this person. Cool. He didn't say we couldn't touch his friends, though. So, we have to do a lot of influencing for our companions,
beautiful stench
and
and
this is
decay
going
of
to be
desperate
fun.
living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be alright. I think.
You're inspiring such confidence. The Ebon Hawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure, most of the
Okay,
landing...
we did.
Well, I mean...
Any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing.
You what
The
now?
refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
And this is the refugee sector?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
Okay, then let's move on.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
Alright. You know, let's see where our path takes us.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Well, if you know anything about Star Wars, you know we can't use a Force mind trick because they're Toydarians, and that doesn't work on them. Okay, it's a landing pad. Ships land on it. Junk. You're lucky my ship's gracing your trash heap.
Huh? My trash heap? Fine, land there. My trash heap's all that's keeping your ship from making a final plunge. And trust me, it won't be long in coming, I promise you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Yeah, that's gonna come back to bite me. For now, we're gonna need Kreia, and I want. Let's see. Hold on. Again, influence is a huge thing on this planet, so like I need to take as many chances as I can. Do Beador first. His name's Quello. Yeah, we'll use Beador and Kreia first so I can get some influence on them, and then we'll go from there. Something wrong?
Not as of yet.
I've never gotten that before. Oh. I've never gotten that before.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
What's going on here? Exchange business, you say? Uh-huh. Well then, I won't let you hurt that man. Stand away from him.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
I couldn't stand by and let them hurt you. Why were they hunting you?
Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
What do you mean?
The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Where can I find Visquis?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
Alright, I was glad to help. You better head out before you run into more trouble.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
No comment, Kreia?
Yes?
Normally you chime in about now.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Of course. Take 5 credits.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
Nothing is set. As long as there is hope, there's a chance for redemption every day. It may help him, if nothing else, but to survive.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
You can't know that, though.
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target.
I both love and hate this lesson about the greater
Seeing
ramifications.
another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain.
That's not on me,
That is
though.
my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
That being said, though, like, it still goes without saying that anything bad that happens to somebody after you do a good deed, unless you specifically did the thing, it's not on you. Like how she said, oh, your kindness made them a victim. No, the victim part came from someone choosing to be, like, you know...
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Excuse me? What makes you think it's yours?
It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim. near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
If you can prove the ship is yours, I'll give it back to you.
The registry's 34 P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
Huh. That's right. But I didn't know about the cargo hatch.
So, you gonna hand it over now, or are you going to be difficult?
Can I buy it from you?
No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs.
If the ship is yours, I'll return it to you.
Good to hear you aren't going to challenge it. That makes things a lot easier. No hard feelings, I hope. Don't worry. You shouldn't have any trouble finding transport off Nar Shaddaa on your own.
No. If the ship's yours, then you deserve it back. Also, flying the Ebon Hawk is like painting a target on your forehead, and I'm not doing you any favors.
I'll be going now. Get used to the solid ground beneath you.
Okay, if you think so.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Well, what is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
Good question. Very good question. The Mandalorians had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
As good a reason as any for joining.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them, to give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Yeah, felt it too. The rush of life as a Mandalorian were cut down.
It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
No, never mind. Definitely Bear is an amazing look into the reality of what it's like to be a veteran and then having to live with what you did, good or bad.
Thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
I'm literally like 5 feet away from you. I suddenly feel strange.
It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare.
The sound, the vibration, it's strange. It's tense. It feels so alive, but with a desperation about it. The currents are moving so fast, almost frantically.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life.
The anger, the desperation, is there any way to heal it? The sound, the vibration is strange, it's tense. Is it possible for me to manipulate it, to control these people?
One might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
Then control over such a large scale is possible.
Not in the sense you understand it. The ability to fool the minds of others, to dominate them on a massive scale that you speak of, is not achieved best through raw power. Manipulation is done through propelling events, or selected ones, into motion. It is done through teaching, through example, and through conviction. And the greatest of victories are not manipulations at all, but simply awakening others to the truth of what you believe, of hearing it echoed around you in life. But let Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
Hey, more force points.
Again, she's a manipulative old crone and a psychotic...
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have. Oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
I love how you can actually have them walk into the middle hole that's right next to us. Dirk, you two better back off before you're kissing Duracrete. No, I'm gonna go with the more good one. There is no need for this. Go on your way.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb.
I can handle them for now. I need some information, though.
All right. What'd you want to know?
I'm looking for bounty hunters.
The bounty hunters don't have any one place where they stick around. Best thing I can tell you is if you want to find one, get a bounty on your head and then wait.
Okay. Look for a Jedi Master by the name of Zez Kyle. Have you heard of him?
Jedi Master? Are you crazy? There aren't any more Jedi running around, let alone Masters. But you're serious, aren't you? Alright, well, look. If I were a Jedi, I'd be where I could help people. As for where that happens on Nar Shaddaa, I have no idea.
Alright, that's better than nothing. Now get out of here.
Are you serious? Alright. I must be doing something right for you to come along and bail me out like you did.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna switch Kreia out because we got some influence for her. And we're gonna bring out... T3 for a minute.
That was a kind act. It is good to see that one can still show compassion, even after the war.
Yeah. If I can give assistance, I will.
And that is why I follow you, General. Lead on.
Hell yeah. There's a bunch of little things to do on Nar Shaddaa, but with who I have with me is important, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta do this. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you in a minute. Okay, so we got, what's this one? TN Tubbs Shop, Entertainment Promenade. This is the way we came? Yeah, that's the way we came. Nar Shaddaa is definitely one of those, like, I can get a lot of shit done. I just need time. Especially given the fact that a lot of it's, like, as we just saw, like, basic little interactions that you could fucking miss if you weren't paying attention. And in regard to Be'ador, I need to get 5 influences for him to get what I want. Atton needs 3, Be'ador needs 5, hold on. Yeah, Atton requires 3. Be'ador's 5. Not getting them, so... The character we get on Nar Shaddaa requires 6. Ugh. T3 requires 6, but most of T3s are very easy to get. HK-47 requires 6. Those ones are very difficult. And 2 other characters require 3 and 4. We need to get them later. Another one requires 6. And Kreia requires 6. Experience plus 1 awareness, 12 force points up to 2 lessons in the arms. Oh shit. Fascinating. Alright. Is you who I want to talk to? Rita? I don't remember. No. Yeah, we have to go to Tien Tubbs' shop, I believe. Because that utility droid back there is going to be a help later. Which, this isn't the right spot. Nope, gotta go in that one. Right? Yes. Oh hell yeah! New edge for my sword. Oh hell yeah! Upgrade. Oh, I can't upgrade the Trandoshan sword? That's... Oh yeah, we forgot we can't do that, yeah. Excuse me. Oh, well, that sucks. I am TT32, and the second maintenance assistance model to be employed by my master. How may I assist you? 32nd model? Oh yes, the previous 31 models employed by Master Tien have met explosive ends, or have shut down when they are unable... Explosive ends. T3 is definitely like, why did you bring me in here? You said you were the 32nd version. I'm looking to buy some equipment. No, I'll be going now. Tien Tub.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto torere senesensen.
Tien, it's Beador, 12th Engineering Division out of Eodoria. I worked with you in the hangar bays on the Solemn Oath.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto torere senesensen.
This is why I brought Beador.
Rinto run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsadarane gra dalonuta choloren.
Tien, we are already in trouble. In some ways, the war is not yet over, and our enemies seek us even now.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto torere senesensen.
Can you change a ship's ID transponder codes?
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto torere senesensen.
I can pay you for your time.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinto run kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto torere senesensen. Der rinto run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsadarane gra dalonuta choloren. Dosane gravalantro kwe wapa teratana chingaradana.
Alright, any parts and equipment I can buy. Ooh, an orange crystal. That's... I can afford that. Advanced disrupting emitter. So, I'm not going to buy any lightsaber parts, because until we can actually make a lightsaber, me buying parts is just going to be like a waste. Crystals, though, I will buy, because those things are fucking rare. And just finding them is a pain in the ass. Let's see. Energy collector. We'll hold on to that one. Don't need the Mark 1s. Subroutine. I don't foresee us needing demolitions for T3. We'll keep that for now. Upgrade slot for 2. System fortification, resist ion. Droid reference database. Library of schematics that I can draw upon repairing. Ooh, nah, that's nah. Also, hey, look, we're finally back up to. Oh, you can't really see because my webcam. We're finally in 3,000s of credits again. Remember when we spent like 10 grand on Telos and we're finally climbing out of that debt? Alright, ooh. Impact armor. We're keeping both of those. Mark 1s. Get rid of those. I don't think we're gonna need that. Blaster, pistol, and mining laser can go. Again, slicer. Oh, silencer, sorry. It's not bad. Like you get a physical of 1 damage. You get 1 to 8 physical bonus. The critical can multiply it by 2, and on a hit stuns 25% chance. It's not a bad weapon. But it's just not something we would use. Also, I love the description. It is unclear whether this weapon was designed by the Gand or to silence them. Because the name is Gand Silencer. I'm going to sell it. We don't need it, I don't think. I don't foresee... Yeah, I don't see anyone using that. Hey, we're... Oh, Jesus Christ, we have a lot of money now. Remember before when we had no money? I want to keep these, so there's that. Buy list. There are other people to buy from. I'm just making a last peruse. Alright. Thank you. We found a mechanic, TN Tub, who can change the Ebonhawk's ID signature, but we have to bring him either the transponder card from another ship or a blank transponder card. We've managed to convince the landing pad master Quello to let the Ebonhawk dock at the refugee sector landing pad. He said it would cause some trouble since another ship is scheduled to dock there. Thermal shield generator? What's that do? Oh, okay. It protects against thermal attacks. Okay. There it is. Okay. What happened to him? What would you like me to do? Utility droid in question had some plans. Ooh. Okay. What kind of plans? Say no more. I understand. No, I'll be glad to help. Let me go get him. See, it pays to be a good person. I'm not gonna get the memory core. Where can I find Coden? Main hub, he in the refugee sector. That is definitely a description. What does the droid look like? Small astromech droid, designation IT-31. Brown, a little scruffier. I'll be going now. T3's gonna start fucking scrapping with people over their comments about him. T3's over here just like, I'm just trying to live my life, bro. What the fuck? Why you comment on my appearance? Now let's get this droid fixed up and sent back to their boss. Coden! No one's taking him on board. We already lost him once. He's staying. Droid's not for sale. Are you threatening my buddy? Who are you? I'm looking for an astromech droid. IT-31, belong to TN Tub. That droid seems to know what I'm talking about. Don't worry, my friend, we will get you out of this. How about I buy the droid from you? I have a feeling you'll be satisfied with 150. Wow, you are too easy to convince. Let me see what else you have for sale. We already got the chassis, so we don't need that. Right? Hold on. Yeah, we need the processor. Okay. Yeah, the droid's not for sale. I did all this. Who are you? Let me see what you're selling. So yeah, we don't need this. This, though, we can give to Bayador. Like, look at that. +2 to repair, 2 to security, 3 to treat injury. Oh, that's actually really good. That's a really good item. No. Molten cannon. Ooh, that's expensive. Carbon. Whoa. Maybe when we have way more money than this. I negotiate your release. You're free to go. See you back at Tian's garage. I really wish we knew what they were saying. Like, I understand T3 sometimes, but there are times where I'm just like, what are you saying? What was all that about? Don't play innocent with me. It's like, Bandor, please move. See, that wasn't so bad. Like, okay, if I could change this, or if this game ever gets remade, hey, call me Obsidian, I would make it that the higher your intelligence, the more you can actually decipher the astromech talk, because you know binary. No, never mind, I'll be going now. Like, it'd be such a cool thing that the higher your intelligence, the more likely you are to understand what they're saying. Not perfectly, but you'll see, like, actual phrases popping up. I don't know, I just think that'd be a cool thing to include. IT-31 is returned, and I was able to retrieve what was required. That's great. Now about a reward. You know. I was hoping for more than that. Oh, very well. I'll be going now. If you don't have anything else, I'm not gonna force you. Like, I'm not gonna blackmail this poor guy. That's not fair. We don't do that. The fuck? Good to see you made it back alright. Even though you're not back. You're just chill, whatever. Whatever, just not gonna bother. Also swapping out T3, because I guess that didn't count as what I thought it was gonna be. Hold on. Personal dialogues are talking about his damage, telling me you're glad he's alone. And check his core, follow up, I just want to make sure you're alright. Yeah, let's grab Atten. Got my spaceship, got my boys. Is this with the refugee sector? Yep. Doing good deeds and being a good person. The Jedi way. What do you want? Why can't the refugees leave? And who's this overseer? This quest sounds like the one I need to see. I don't need to pay the toll.
Just like a Jedi.
Was that a good thing or a bad thing, Atten? Like... I was sparing us from making an enemy now when we can do it later. Really quick. Nope. Let's see. 14, 8, still 0. 11, 13, 13, 7, and 13. Wow.
Keep back, I am ill. Contagious, the others say.
In these close quarters, everyone might get infected.
You're not gonna kill me, are you? Please don't kill me.
No, I know how to treat injuries.
But I might infect you.
I'll take the risk.
I won't turn away your help. Thank you.
Just sit there and relax. Let us treat you. It's probably something very simple to fix, too.
I'm feeling a little better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, we got another lightsaber crystal. Hell yeah.
Let's not make this a habit. I don't want your good nature rubbing off on me.
Oh, come on. Why not, Atten? Don't you like being all warm and fuzzy and nice? Okay, I got what I want. I got influence from Atten, Beador, and Kreia, so I'm going to head back to the Ebon Hawk really quick, because I think that we can trigger something else. We're definitely, like I said, we're definitely in a stage where, like, I can trigger a lot of things. I just got to be very careful when and how I do it. And I want to get as much as I can.